All right, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. My name is Marnie Hernandez, and today we are doing Centrav. Um, it is an airline, like a vendor. Okay, yeah, happy first day of February, guys. So just so you guys know ahead of time, we just posted the February calendar. So as you see here, we do these on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, same time, same place. We also have the link to register on all these, okay? So you guys can register ahead of time, preferably ahead of time. This one is a real quick one, so you can get in, get registered, it's right away. Some you have to wait, some you have a lot of information to put in. So if you plan on doing Marriott with us, make sure you get in and pre-register. We're gonna start that on Wednesday. Wait, Friday. So this is Marriott Core Part 1. So if you haven't done Marriott, join me now. Just like we restarted Disney, we're restarting Marriott. So hopefully you guys can join me for that. Marriott has amazing, amazing deals. They're called fantastic rates. And we get those, like when I went to Miami, the rooms were $175 a night. I got them for $71 a night. Okay, that's called a fantastic rate. Just like with Disney, with Marriott, you do need the CLIA card or an IATAN card. We'll go over that later if you don't know anything about that. But just wanted to kind of share with you our calendar. So today we're doing Centrav, okay, Centrav right here. Perfect. See, so Cameron said 75 a night, regularly 300 in Grand Rapids. I'm telling you guys, our perks are amazing. Many people do this business just for the perks. I've been with the company 7 years. First 3 years, that's what I did it for. Free cruise, just went on my 15-day cruise with Princess, paid $220. So I'm telling you, take advantage. All right, so again, we're going to be doing Marriott. We're going to be doing Holland America, okay? Cruise line, just like under Princess and Royal Caribbean, I think is on there too. But we're doing Holland America, okay? So as you can see, those are 3 or 4 weeks at a time because some of these can be very time consuming. Again, guys, you can do these all on your own if you'd like, okay? I think they're fun when we do them as a group. For one thing, you learn, you get to meet other amazing agents, okay? You get to be friends, etc. We get one-on-one or interaction because like people have been there, they've been on the cruise, they've lived in certain places that we've done training on, and they get to share their personal experiences that we wouldn't get through the training. So again, it's kind of fun to do it as a group. But I just want to let you guys know that you don't have to do these with us, but you can. I do record them. Okay, I am recording this right now. I have a YouTube channel that I put all my recordings on. All right. The link is not working. Okay, let's go back here. Let me go ahead and put copy link. Yeah, that should take you right in. Thank you, Tamika. So yeah, all you do is go in here, register and enroll. Very easy, okay? All right, thank you. So again, yeah, the cruise was amazing. And when you do the Princess Cruise, and I'll probably be starting that one next month, again, brand new, because I need to do Rick's, my boyfriend's, because we're going to do his free one for Alaska. But you get automatically upgraded to elite status, guys. You get a medallion for elite, lots of great perks. You get free laundry. You get to, go to the captain's club every day at 5 to 7. So if we miss one of the Marriott, we can catch up, correct. So again, on my YouTube channel right here is all my videos. We're doing Disney. We started Disney brand new. So if you haven't completed your Disney, we've got 1, 2, and 3 in here. We're doing those on Sundays, okay? Here is my YouTube channel. Please join it. Besides having, the videos that we do, I also have other ones that I'm doing in here. I do like the incentive voucher group. I'm doing accountability. I do the presentation. Okay, so lots of great information. Okay. All right. I'm so excited to get back. Yep, had scheduled cruise and oh no. Yep. So let's get going. Okay. Did my laundry, was great. Okay. Needs to be complete. Say you're full-time. I don't know how to do that. Okay. So Holland America, I haven't registered with that yet. I will. Again, so that you know, this link and all these, this flyer and all the links are right here in our incentive voucher group. This group is open for everyone, okay? So again, you can join this group. It's one of my groups. So it's not just open to beach bosses or Infinity or whatever. It's open to everyone. I share a lot of stuff in here because I do trainings for the whole company, okay? Do we join as our personal or business page? I don't think you have to choose. I think it's just ask for your email. For the incentive, I think just join. I think when you join, you just answer the questions. I think maybe your personal page. I think, so no, the Marriott, we're starting brand new. Okay, Marriott, we're starting brand new. There are some updates. So once we get through that, then we'll have the updates. Okay, just like Disney, if you guys have completed the Disney, we will, I do have one more, as you see here on my YouTube, we did do the one assessment for Disney, and we have to do the, what do you call it? Galactic one that we're going to be doing. That'll probably be on this Sunday, okay? All right. All right, with Marriott, you need your CLIA card first. No, you do not need it first, but to use the perks, you will need it, okay? And again, we'll go over that when we do Marriott. Just want to kind of show you where all these were. Again, if you sign up for this group, make sure you guys watch the training on it, the incentive voucher training, which is right over here, because it does ask you if you watched it, and you won't be approved unless you have, okay? All right, so just wanted to share that with you too. And I'll be doing a training on this. I do one every month. So join me for that. All right, so if you're brand new, welcome everybody. Again, what this is a workshop that we do to learn about different destinations, programs, venues like here, Bahamas. How about Club Med? Yes, we did part 1 and now we're going to be doing part 2, part 3, probably part 4. So again, when you get down here to February, you'll want to make sure you've completed part 1. Okay, another place you can find this information here. So let's say you have a client that is going to Africa and you're like, I don't know anything about Africa. Right here is a resource that we have that has all my trainings on it, but in order. Okay, so you want to learn about Africa, go right down here to Africa, and here is my YouTube training. Here is the class to get activated. Okay, so we talked about Club Med. I think Club Med is down here with hotels. So you go down here, Hilton's, Club Med. Where is it? Maybe down here. I'll find it. Also, I have some people that, yeah, right here, Club Med. So we did part 1 here in December. We're going to be doing part 2 and part 3. So again, catch up before February 24th so you can continue on with Club Med with us. Okay. Also, if you've done Cunard training, for some reason, the final test does not acknowledge you doing it, even though we've done it like 10 times. So I'm going to call on that today and try to get that fixed. But again, with Cunard, you get a free cruise with them also. So right here, Cunard and Princess, free cruises. Okay. So just kind of wanted to share that. And also really quick up here, these are different programs that you can go in and pre-register with. So that way, once you're in the Travel Agent Academy, you can do all these trainings yourself, or again, when we're getting ready to get started, you can do that. Okay. Also, my YouTube channel is right here. Virgin Voyages, we're going to do that. How long do you have to use your cruise? Again, I'm not for sure. What I figured, what happens is a lot of times, I always tell people use it as soon as you can. The reason is you never know what's going to change. Like a few years ago, Escaret, the botanical park in Mexico, beautiful resort, right? We did the training. We got 2 free tickets, $100 a piece. Guess what? They're no longer doing it. So you never know when they're going to change. That's why I say, once you get that perk, get in there and use it, because sometimes they require, things after the fact. All right. Let me read this real quick and then we'll get started, guys. All my Disney perks are gone. Okay, probably because you have to do the assessments. I'll show you really quick, Randy. All right, let me show you. You can email Kennard if you aren't getting the cards. They will give. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing, Scott, because again, that's what a couple people, they kept complaining and they're like, I need this. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So real quick for Disney, again, if you did the training on Disney already, many of us have. Each year they have updates. Okay, so if you go over here to your available benefits, and again, we're going to get started here in just a moment, make sure everybody's registered for Centrav. But see here, it says benefit unavailable. Why ain't I able to get my benefit? Well, you have to go here and complete the assessment. Okay, so okay, so again, it's somebody, are you guys hearing me okay or no? So as you see here, this is one we have to do, Galactic Star Cruise, okay? So this is one we're going to be doing in Sunday, okay? So again, make sure you look because there's always updates, okay? So again, available benefits, right here, all these certificates that we've done are right here. I'll post it here. Thank you, guys. And then also on my YouTube channel here. Okay, so again, if for any reason you guys have to jump off today, hopefully we'll finish it today. But if you have to jump off, I am recording it and you can go here to my YouTube and pull it up. Okay, and again, on this master list, I did this with you and I thought it was because I didn't use them in time. No, again, for Disney, it does show you can only use it each year. So 2022 is gone. Now you have 2023 to use. And then down here, and again, I haven't done the Galactic one. So we have to do that one. That's one that I still have to do. So as you see, I'm not able to use my perks yet either. Okay. All right. So again, welcome everybody. If you're brand new with me, welcome. So follow along on your phone, take the test with us online or vice versa. Okay. Also, a lot of people will do a split screen, so you can do that too. Yeah, so again, guys, also I highly recommend, if you plan on going to Disney during the holidays and you don't have your CLIA card that we're going to talk about later, make sure you get it, because in September they usually stop selling the CLIA card, and guess what, you won't be able to use your benefit then for the holidays. Okay, so I highly recommend you get your CLIA card ahead of time. The CLIA card is January to December. They open back up in November, and it's only good for then 2024. It is a one-time purchase per year, but it's worth it. Again, we get $50 off. I'll go over it after the training today. Okay. But we get $50 off. It's a $69 investment. Highly worth it. Again, if you want to use those Marriott rates, the Disney perks, etc., you do need one. Unless you earn your own IATAN card, which you can earn one group booking, guys, 5,000, you get your CLIA card or your IATAN card. So you need one or the other. We'll talk about that more later. All right, so is everybody in and registered with Centrav? Centrav Academy. Okay. All right. So again, I'm new to this. So again, anybody else, if you guys have used it, great. Congratulations. If you haven't, we're going to learn about it. Okay. We're going to become an expert, learn directly from our airfare experts and wow your customers, grow your business. Our experienced advisors give you the tools to increase sales, make more money. Who doesn't want to make more money, right? Learn to utilize all Centrav's features to maximize profit. All right, so learn how to sell air the easy way, become a certified Centrav air specialist, gain confidence that you can sell air for profit and keep your clients coming back. So we do have some courses here, 4 courses: basics of airfare, booking the air, making the sale, and group air. Hopefully we can finish today. If not, we can reschedule for the second part, but let's get going. Selling, learn from the best airline consolidator in the industry. View the website. It is a travel company focused on providing travel agents access to book airline tickets for their customers 24/7, from simple domestic tickets to complex international itineraries. Centrav.com searches multiple private fare types as well as published airfares to bring you the best prices and flight options the industry has to offer. With hundreds of airlines in our system, you can book air anywhere to anywhere using our powerful yet easy to use website. Okay, their addresses here: search, trip builder, bookings, about Centrav, etc. Gives travel advisors access to millions of discounted airfares, simple point and click method of booking. Centrav has served the travel agent community since 1988, and today our industry leading technology provides great airfares to destinations all over the world. You can book your clients' domestic air as well with access to hundreds of airlines. You can always find the air schedule for your client needs at Centrav. So again, we're going to learn about the commission. I don't know yet. That's what we're here for. I do know one. I always lose the thing. What is our vendor that does air only? What is the one you guys know offhand? Hold on, let me look. Downtown Travel. Downtown Travel does air only also and does pay commissions, okay, up to 12%. So this is another supplier that a lot of us use for air only, okay, Downtown Travel, thank you. So again, this is another vendor. Remember, guys, check our supplier list under Travel Cafe, how to register. It has all their details, contact information, etc. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started now. We're going to become an expert, register and enroll. So we're going to begin with the first class, basics of airfare. Convinced you can't make money? Hold on, let me go back to read that really quick. Sorry. Okay, convinced you can't make money on air tickets? Afraid of headaches involved? This course will teach you how to make a profit on every sale and let your consolidator handle the difficult stuff. You stay focused on building magical trips and memories for your clients, okay? So we're going to click begin course 1. Again, a lot of these, this is my first one doing this, but a lot of these we will go through the training and then there's a test. As you see, there's 4 quizzes. We all take the test together. A lot of times we'll get a certificate. And that's the exciting part. You post that certificate on social media. Hey guys, look at these amazing deals I can get on flights for you, etc. Okay. All right. So learn about the consolidators, private and published airfares, how they fit in the travel industry. Discover how you can make a profit in air sales, handle schedule changes, be a successful air travel advisor. The content is, let's get started selling air. There's 4 topics and 4 quizzes, and then words to know, basics of airfare, okay? And then the final test. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started selling air. Again, if you're just joining us, we are recording this. Very easy to register. Get in, get registered. Very simple and quick. And then you can catch up to us. A lot of times people are just registering or jumping in late. Also, make sure you put your questions to everyone in case I'm reading or something. I want to make sure we have a lot of amazing agents on here that can help you. Okay. All right. So lesson content. What is an air consolidator? Okay. So let's open this up. And again, this is all new to me, so we learn together. Let's see if it opens up. Some of them, I think, get kind of scared. They're like, who's all these people clicking on me? All right, let me make sure my sound is on. Perfect. Am recording, right? Yes. All right, so the basics of air, let's get started. Air consolidator is a specialist expert in air travel experience with hundreds of other things we do. Okay, so we got a video we got to watch, and then we have quizzes. Okay, so let's click video.
In this lesson, we will give you a basic understanding what an air consolidator is and where it fits in the travel industry. You could say that an air consolidator is an air travel agency for travel advisors. It's like a one-stop shop where you can purchase air tickets from anywhere to anywhere. On one website, you'll have access to hundreds of airlines, but it's very different from an OTA like Expedia. Expedia is a retailer, and Expedia is your competitor. An air consolidator is a wholesaler of airline tickets. It's B2B, business to business. We don't sell to the general public, and we're designed to serve you, the travel advisor.
Yay.
An air consolidator is your source for discounted air. We offer consolidator airfares and specialty airfares like cruise, student, or tour air. An air consolidator is also a source for published air. Published air is something you can buy anywhere, but at Centrav.com you can add a fee or earn a commission on every published fare. We do the ticketing, you stay focused on sales. An air consolidator is also a specialist or expert in air travel. We have experience with hundreds of airlines, and because air is all we do, we become very good at it. This diagram gives us a simplified picture of where airline consolidators fit in the overall scheme of air sales. If you follow the red lines, those are published fares, and you can see there's a variety of ways for your traveler to get them. They can buy them directly from the airline. They can buy them from you. You can buy them from a GDS or through a GDS, or you can buy them through a consolidator. But the blue line shows the path of consolidator fares, also known as private fares or net fares. Those generally flow through a GDS, to a consolidator, to a travel agency, and then to the traveler. That is the way you can get the best fares. The consolidator fares are discounted. They're a channel for the airlines to offer discounted airfares, but not via the general public so that everyone sees them all the time. It gives the airline control over those fares in a special way.
All right, so take a short quiz after each lesson. All right, everybody ready? Already a quiz. Let's get going. What is an air consolidator?
In this lesson, we will give you a basic understanding what an air consolidator is and where it fits in the travel industry.
True. Did it give me the option
You could
to
say
do
that
that?
an air consolidator is
Let
an
me
air
see. Did I
travel
skip
agency
something?
for
Hold
travel
on.
advisors. It's like a one.
Hold on. All right, so quiz. Let's go to the quiz. Chelsea's saying true, so I must have skipped the quiz part. All right, everybody got the quiz? Yes, perfect. All right.
My quiz isn't opening.
Okay, yeah, just it'll take a minute, it looks like. So what is an air consolidator? The basics of airfare. Let's get started selling. What is an air quiz? And so we're going to start the quiz. There it is. Popped up. Yes. All right. Air consolidators, travel agents, and travelers can all buy published airfares. True or false? I thought it wasn't open for travelers themselves. Can all
I
buy.
thought all travelers can buy published airfare. There's the key word there.
That's true. See, they're trying to tease you, huh? All right. All right. So Cameron, just maybe do a refresh again. I think when a lot of us are in, it pops us out. All right. So very good. See, that's why we do this together, right? All right. Results are being recorded. Let's see if we are right. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. All right, website giving me trouble. Don't worry, me too. It says you see it's taken a little while. All right, so you have reached 1 of 1 points, 100%. Okay, back in, waiting on next video. Perfect. All right, so that's how we do it, guys. Okay, they give us a training, we take a test, and we move on. All right, view questions, restart quiz. If you failed, click here to continue. Okay, so again, if you're having trouble, you see what we just went through, the answer is true. Just get back in and catch up. Okay, keep your ears open. That's the main thing. A lot of times also, you do have to make sure you play each video all the way through, like Disney Princess. You have to play it before you can move on. Okay, some do, some don't. Okay. All right, making money selling air. So the basics of airfare. All right, how much do I charge my client? Well, let's find out. Thank you. So there's a quick thing there too when you get there. Okay.
In addition to serving your client well by providing air tickets, you should look at selling air as a revenue stream for your business. At Centrav.com, you can add an unlimited profit margin to every ticket we sell. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to charge for your services and expertise, but I will give you enough information so you can make a quality decision. Let's begin by understanding that when it comes to adding your profit margin, there are basically 2 types of airfare: consolidator fares and published fares. Other private airfares like cruise fares, tour fares, or student fares function the same way as consolidator fares. We offer it to you as a net fare and you add a markup. Published fares are a little bit different. We offer a commission on many international routings, and you can add a service fee on all of them. So we need to talk about these 3 terms: markup, commission, and service fee. You'll see the term markup when you book a consolidator fare. The markup is determined by you. You can set that at any amount you want, and it's hidden from your client's eyes on their credit card statement. That means we charge the airfare and your markup all as one charge. When we offer commission on an international published airfare, that amount is determined by the airline. It's also hidden from the client's eyes, but you can't change it. You can charge a service fee on any published airfare. That amount's determined by you, but keep in mind it's visible on your client's credit card statement, so they know how much you're charging when you do a service fee. It's helpful to know that your profit will be directly deposited in your agency account within 2 weeks of purchase, and you can protect your profit in case of cancellation. More on how to do that later in Centrav Academy. So again, how much do I charge my client? Well, the first step you can take is to compare the consolidator fare to the published fare. If you're selling a consolidator fare and it's $1,000 round trip, if the published fare for the same itinerary is $1,500, you've got a $500 margin to work with. You also want to consider if your profit is hidden as a markup or commission, or if it's a service fee visible to your client on the credit card statement. And then ask yourself, can I bundle the airfare with my land or cruise option? In that case, your client won't know what you're charging. And lastly, I encourage you to check with your agency for their guidelines. They may have something in place for how you charge for airfare. Here are some general guidelines that I would throw into the mix. Consider whether it's a published fare or consolidator fare, because with a published fare, especially a domestic ticket, generally you would charge a low service fee. That's a low priced fare. It's easy to book for your client. It's maybe just 2 segments, Chicago, LA, LA back with nonstop flights. Just charge a low service fee in that situation. With an international published fare, it's more complicated. You may have 4 or 5 segments, and in those cases, you can maybe charge a moderate service fee. And keep in mind that commission is sometimes offered as well. With a consolidator fare, this is the place where you can charge a moderate or high markup. A couple of reasons. One, you're probably getting a discount below the published fare, and two, it's a markup. This means your profit is bundled with the airfare. Your client can't see it as a separate charge on their credit card statement. When it comes to making money selling air, you want to avoid credit card fraud, credit card denial, and credit card errors. To avoid a denied credit card, you simply need to have your client call the bank ahead of time and let them know they're about to purchase an air ticket for a large amount. That way you can avoid an expired fare or a canceled booking or just the wasted time of calling back and forth and getting it straightened out. Credit card fraud is really prevalent in the travel business. Remember, you're taking responsibility for the sale because you have client contact. So know your client and trust your instincts. A couple cautionary messages. One, I would avoid last-minute trips and one-ways for people that you don't know. Those are always suspect. And then third-party credit cards. If the traveler is not paying for their ticket, you have to wonder why, and you should take a little bit of time to research who this person is that's willing to pay for their trip. And finally, with errors, one way to avoid credit card errors is just simply send over our secure payment link to your client, let them enter the credit card info. You can save yourself some time and the hassle of trying to fix credit card errors.
Yeah, and just keep in mind, again, lots of scammers out there. So again, you know, and that's why we have our credit card authorization form also. Because again, just be suspicious, you know, whenever it's last minute or one way, stuff like that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do our quiz. Hopefully this is the link to take me there. All right. Which two types of profit do not show as a separate charge on your client's credit card statement? Select two.
Markup and commission.
Markup and commission.
Very good. Okay, two types of profit that do not show as separate: markup and commission. A service fee is the only way to make a profit on which type of airfare?
Published fare, no commission.
Very good. Next. Your commission is direct deposit into your agency's bank account within 2 weeks of ticket issuance.
True.
That was true. Correct. And you can make unlimited profit on every fare at Centrav.com, but you should probably add a smaller profit on this type of airfare because it shows as a separate charge on the client's credit card statement. Which fare is that? Published fare?
Published.
Okay. To avoid a denied credit card, have your client call their bank ahead of time. True. All right, finish the quiz. Let's see if we all passed.
I know some travel agents will only take a credit card if it's in your name.
Yeah. Yeah, to be safe, guys, because like I said, there's a lot of scammers there. All right, 6 out of 6. Everybody get 100%. Make sure everybody does these together so that way we can keep moving on and you guys will get your certificate and stuff. So anybody have any questions? Anybody miss any? All right, we're going to move forward. Click here to continue. All right, so now making changes, schedule changes.
Schedule changes are one of the unpleasant aspects of air travel, but they don't need to be a nightmare. Centrav does everything we can to make the schedule change process as easy as possible for you. We'll talk about the process more after we give you some basic background information. Schedule changes occur for a variety of reasons. When you think of hundreds of flights interconnected and affected by weather, mechanical problems, or crew, it's actually no wonder that there are delays and cancellations. If that's the case with your booking, it's important for you to know that your client won't be treated differently if they're on a Consolidator ticket. You'll be notified by Centrav about it, and your client will probably get a text or email from the airline. Centrav classifies every schedule change as either minor or major, depending on the criteria. A minor schedule change will be 90 minutes or less in time change. It might be a flight number change or an aircraft type change. A major schedule change involves a flight time change of more than 90 minutes, or it could be a misconnection, or possibly even a date change or a canceled flight. What you need to do, if it's minor, if it's acceptable, you don't need to do anything. If it's unacceptable to your client, you would treat it like a major change. We'll go over the major change next. When there's a major schedule change, we will send you an email with the words major schedule change in the subject line. What you need to do with a major schedule change, well, if it's acceptable, just reply back to our email and let us know. If it's not acceptable, just go on Centrav.com and search around for some flight options that you think will work for your client. Keep in mind it must be on the same validating airline. And then reply to our email with your suggestion. We'll attempt to get approval from the airline for that. After you've replied to our
Nice.
email, just relax. There's no need to call us. We'll let you know when it's been reissued. Schedule changes are reissued in departure date order. Keep in mind that the schedule will probably change again before departure. The airlines tell us that the average booking changes flight times 3 times before they actually fly.
Ouch.
Once your new flights have been approved and reissued, it's important to check for seat assignments. Sometimes those do get lost when there's a reissue for a schedule change. And then advise your client of the new schedule. And it's good to warn them that the flights may change again. That's just the nature of the business.
All right. Has anybody used Centrav and do you like it? And Cameron, if you want to go ahead and ask in the chat box, because people can be answering your questions also during, the training stuff. So don't be afraid to ask questions so you don't forget. All right, let's go ahead and do the test. Bum, 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 bum. All right, which of these describe a major schedule change? Select 2. Flight number, flight time change by more than 90 minutes, date change, or canceled flight. So you have a flight time and date.
Yep.
All right, next. Centrav will email you a schedule change notice, and you can usually reply back to that email to resolve it without a phone call. I would say true.
True. What was the first one?
Time and date. If the time has changed or the date has changed, there's 2. Okay. All right. So yes, they will email you. Do not have to call them. All right. For a major schedule change, you should look for a preferred flight option and include it when you reply to Centrav's email. All right. So you should look for a preferred flight option and include it when you reply.
That's
so
true.
That's true unless they want to keep the one that they recommend, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, so true. Let's try it. Has anyone heard of or used Cert for credit card authorization? I have not. I don't know if anybody else has, but if not, I would suggest calling Jose at Archer and just asking. Because I know sometimes some people use like Travelify and stuff too. All right, certify. Thank you. All right. Okay, 4 out of 4. Congratulations, guys. Let's move on. Are you guys learning stuff?
Yep.
All right. So again, another option for airfare, right? So that's always good. All right, so lesson progress. We're almost done. Everyone calls me Bobby, but never Robert. All right, the typical client. Okay.
In this lesson, I'll talk briefly about an important key to your success, not only in selling air, but in selling travel. Oddly enough, it's not usually the big things that trip us up, it's the details, what we call the fundamentals. Every year in February, one NFL team wins the Super Bowl and walks away with this trophy as the best football team in America and probably the entire world. The trophy is named after Vince Lombardi, the legendary football coach of the Green Bay Packers, who won the Super Bowl 5 times. He would start every training camp by holding up a football in front of his team and saying, "Gentlemen, this is a football." Well, that might seem insulting to a group of professional football players, but they knew he was telling them that the key to winning is all about the fundamentals, and repetition is the key to mastering fundamentals. One of the fundamentals of booking an air trip is accuracy in the details. Dates, are they arriving on the correct date? Flight times, is there enough time between flights? And is there buffer time in case of delays? Did I book it in the right cabin class? You want to check each segment. Seat assignments, I recommend doing that right after ticketing. If you do it the same day, you can still void the ticket if there's a problem. And spelling of names, look at their ID, look at the passport or the driver's license or whatever they're traveling with. The most common mistake we see at Centrav is in the spelling of the name. Here's your typical client. You ask him what his name is, he'll say, hey, it's Bobby, everybody calls me Bobby. His carefree attitude about his name becomes your problem once he finds out he can't travel under the name Bobby. The penalty for a misspelled name, it will cost a minimum of $75 per ticket to fix that. Other possible penalties, significant fare increase to rebook, flights canceled and no longer available to rebook. The passenger is denied boarding if they try to travel with a name like Bobby instead of Robert, or possibly the ticket is completely worthless. Why is it so difficult to change a name? Well, if we change the name in our GDS, it might not change in the airline system, or it might cause all the seats to be canceled. In many cases, rebooking is not even possible. The solution to all this is in the fundamentals. Just double check it. Have another set of eyes look at it if you can, a coworker, a friend, or your spouse. The client can look at it. Send him a passenger quote, ask him to recheck everything. Stress the importance of accuracy and advise them of penalties involved should the name be spelled wrong. If you've got to do it yourself, if you don't have someone that can look it over, I recommend you use a checklist. Here's a sample checklist for starters. You can add to it as you go on. Practice the fundamentals, be accurate in details, and you're well on your way to success as a travel advisor.
All right. All right, next quiz. Yeah, just again, try to get the most accurate information you can, have a checklist ready. Again, names, ages, etc. You have to be, because sometimes they make you pay for changes and it kind of gets costly. All right, fixing a misspelled name on an air ticket is easy to do. It is likely won't cost anything or waste anybody's time.
False.
That is false. That is correct. All right. And I think we're almost done with this one. All right, 1 of 1. Click here to continue. That one was pretty easy, right? Let's move on to our next one. Come on, come on. Been a critical error. Okay.
I got the same thing.
You did? Okay. Let's go back.
I got this
Just
page
need to
isn't working.
refresh it.
Okay. Refresh.
I think the system's being a little slow.
Yeah.
It's still saying this page isn't working.
All right, there we are. Okay, so words to know. Okay, are we at words to know? Is this where you're at now?
Nope, I'm still have the error.
Okay.
So
Let me know when
it's making
when you
me go
guys-
back and retake that question.
It's having you go back to the question?
Yeah.
Okay, just redo it.
Yes,
and
me too.
We'll wait, no worries.
If it's making you do the answer the question of it, just means that it timed out,
Yeah.
so it didn't record it.
I'm frozen here.
All right, just refresh, it'll pop up. We're all here, no worries, no rush.
It took me to another quiz.
Okay,
OMG.
let me know where everybody's at.
Okay, I guess words to know the basics of airfare.
That's where I'm at. Okay.
Okay, shoo. I
Perfect.
clicked on the quiz
All right,
already,
I'm
and that's
there.
dragging things.
Okay.
Drag and drop.
All right. So again, we don't want to leave anybody. Everybody doing good? Everybody.
I'm still frozen.
Okay. I'm just filling out my February calendar. So.
Hey, Marnie, did you see what I put in there to add for March?
No, what do you want added for March?
It's called, hold on, let me get it. It's called, because I started it, but it's getting hard. It's
Okay.
called Via Rail Canada. It's
Okay.
pretty interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I know we
But
did
it's-
some rail ones before. Let me just take a quick look over here. Rail.
Yeah, it's called VIA Rail Canada.
Okay. It's down here. But yeah, we'll go ahead and add that to it. Yeah, I think it was Rocky Mountaineer maybe or something that we did. So yeah, Via Rail Canada, we'll add that. Again, if you guys have any other ones you want to add for next month, let me know. We're always looking for new ones. Okay, everybody's good, looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and words to know. Okay, so the basics of airfare. And this was kind of cool because again, you learn the lingo. Okay, that's what Tara kind of taught this morning, was talking about the lingo for airfare and stuff.
Improving your vocabulary of air industry terms will help you look better to your clients, to airline personnel, and to suppliers. Understanding what everyone is talking about can only make your job easier and help you get to the bottom line faster. That's why we have a Words to Know section at the end of every Centrav Academy course. Let's get started. This first round of Words to Know is going to be easy. Just 3 words: markup, commission, and service fee. Remember that markup is for Consolidator fares only. The amount is determined by you. It's hidden on the client's credit card statement because it's part of the airfare. Commission is only for published fares, and that would be international published fares. The amount is determined by the airline, and it's also hidden on the client's credit card statement as part of the airfare. The service fee amount is determined by you, but it's visible on the client's credit card statement as a separate charge. It shows as agency service fee. Those are 3 simple but important words to know.
Is that it? Okay. All right, so words to know. Pay attention, markup, commission, and service fee. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so click and drag and release each definition into the box next to the appropriate term below. So the service fee is an amount set by the airline and is hidden in the airfare of the credit card statement. Or is it the amount set by you and is hidden, or the amount is set by you and is visible as a fee on the credit card statement?
Visible as a fee.
As a fee. So we'll move this down here. Okay, commission set by the airline, hidden in the airfare on credit card, or amount is set by you? Say the airline.
Set by the airline.
Airline. And then a markup is the amount set by you and hidden on the airfare and credit card statement. Everybody agree?
Yes.
All right. Let's try it. That is correct. Very good. On to the next. Boo, 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 boo. Bum, 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 bum. All right, which two types of profit do not show as a separate charge on your client's credit card statement? Did we already take this?
Markup and commission.
Markup and commission?
Yes.
Okay. For a major schedule change, you should look, oh, this is the final test. That's fine. Thank you. For a major schedule change, you should look for a preferred flight option and include it when you reply to the email. That is true. Your commission is direct deposit within your bank agency's bank account within 2 weeks. That is true. The service fee is the only way to make a profit on which type of airfare? Is it published airfare, no commission? Anybody?
Yes.
Thank you. These airfares are not sold directly to the general public, but a retail travel advisor can purchase them from an air consolidator, often at a significant discount. Consolidator, that's what I thought. Thank you. Finish the quiz. All right, so we're done with the first part, guys. Congratulations. All right, 5 out of 5. Congratulations. Let's click for the next one. And I think this is going to take us to now part 2. And we have 4 parts. So let's whip it out. Whip it good. Come on, come on. I know it's interesting, huh? Again, always good. That's why I say, guys, if you guys need some training on certain vendors or something, let me know and we'll do these together. So, you know, as I said, we're doing Marriott. So there we go. All right, congratulations. You've completed your first course, Expand All. We've completed that. Okay, so 4 courses. Now we're going to talk about booking air, how to book air, advanced booking techniques, and words to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now that you have the basic understanding, it's time to learn how to book airfare. Okay, so let's go. IHG. I think we tried that, but I will put that on my list. IHG. And then again, if you guys have any other ones, keep me updated. Okay. All right. Now, how to book air, advanced booking techniques, and words to know. So let's start with how to book air. Oops, let me just read. The course covers the process of making air booking for individual travelers. Learn how to search and filter itineraries. So again, always remember, guys, you know, when you're booking and stuff, you have that opportunity to use those filters to get exactly what your client wants, okay? A lot of times, you know, they want to be by the beach or they want lunch, breakfast included. You can filter everything exactly to what they want, okay? So remember that. Advanced section also shows you how to do complex trips and build stopovers. So this is going to help me a lot because I'm still doing my Europe trip to London, Paris, France, or Rome, all that, and Zurich. All right, so let's get started staying in the know.
Staying informed is vital to your success as a travel professional. Centrav.com has some resources that can help you. Up along the top, you'll notice a tab for resources. Here you can learn about refunds and exchanges or about us. Clicking on the airline tab, you can see the airlines that we have contracts with. You can click on a particular destination or just click on see all airlines and scroll down. We've got a tab for policies. I highly recommend you read that. It's not too long. You can learn about the policies that Centrav has in place to work with us. You can learn about group airfare and the rules that apply to that. We've got a video for you to watch. We put out articles every week that are informative. If you follow us on Facebook, you can stay in tune with those. And the knowledge base. This is a great place for you to go if you have a quick question about something. These are some short videos, usually like 30 seconds long, that show you how to send a receipt or make a credit card payment, those kinds of things. And finally, watch for our emails. We send out emails every week to let you know about current travel conditions, sales, and sometimes ways that you can win prizes or air tickets.
All right. First quiz, staying in the know. Which source is a good place to find a 30 to 60-second video of a particular subject about Centrav.com? Resource article, Centrav Facebook page, or knowledge base? Or is it knowledge base? Resource articles.
Marnie,
Yes.
I'm on the one where service fee, commission, and markup. I got a phone call from my doctor, so I had to. get
Yeah,
off.
I'm still on the recap too.
So I
Okay.
don't know what it is. I'm
Okay, which
sorry.
one, that's okay. What's your question? Where are you at? Like right up here, we've got some of the answers.
Sort elements.
Okay, read it again. I'm sorry.
It's the service fee, commission, and makeup was a service fee amount is set by you and is visible as a fee on the credit card statement. Amount is set by the airline, or amount is set by you and is hidden in the airfare on the credit card
I'm
statement.
gonna go back and
Those
see if
ones
I
I'm-
can review it. All right, so
Awesome.
this
The
one
service fee
here,
is set by you and is visible as a service fee on the CC statement. Commission is set by the airline and is hidden in the airfare on the CC statement. And markup is set by you and is hidden in the airfare on the CC statement.
Okay, so the commission is the amount set by me? Or
No,
set by
set by the
No.
airline. It's set by the
Yeah.
airline.
are you telling, yeah, so here the amount is set by the airline for commission. You're on this one. The service
Yes.
fee, amount is set as a fee, that's here, right? Is that it? And markup, is that it?
Things sideways. Yeah, hold on a second. I gotta zoom in. Okay, so I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, anybody else?
I just want to make sure I got this right before I finish it. The last one on the recap is these airfares are not sold directly to the general public, but a retail travel advisor can purchase them from an air consolidator, often at a significant discount. I'm choosing consolidator fares, AKA private or net fares. Is that correct? The other
Yes,
choices are web
I
fares
think
or
so.
published fares.
Yes.
Okay, hold on a sec here. I'm waiting for this quiz to.
No
go
worries.
through.
Well, I have the answers on my tablet, so I can give them to her. I just didn't know about that one.
Okay, yeah, guys, you guys can finish this all on your own if you want, or again, I will be putting the recording in the my YouTube channel also. So again, I'll be putting it here and I'll be putting it on my YouTube. So yeah, we're hoping we get through all 4 of these today. You know, so again, if you have to drop off, I am recording it, but yeah, we'd like to try to get it all done because I already have the other days scheduled. But if for any reason it just runs over, whatever, then, you know, we'll take care of that
Okay.
when that
Mm.
comes.
The final test, the 2 types that were not profit do not show, that was markup and commission.
Correct.
And then the major schedule change for flight option included when you reply, that should be true.
Correct. And the,
Commission is posited is true.
correct. Service fee is the only
fee-
way to make profit. That's the commissionable published fare, right? No,
No, I thought it was no
published fare,
commission.
published fare, no commission.
Okay.
Usually we try to schedule these for about 2 hours.
And these airfares are not sold directly to the general public. Can purchase them from an air consolidator, often a significant discount. Is that Consolidator fares?
Yes,
Yeah.
AKA private or net fares.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm caught up.
Yay. So yeah, usually sometimes these take 10 minutes, sometimes they take 5 hours. So we never know till we get in and start doing them. So that's why, but I usually guesstimate about 2 hours. Sometimes, again, I've been on for 3 or 4 hours. People were like, let's keep going. It's like, okay. Other times it's like, okay, we need to end it and we'll finish it next Sunday or something. So again, I'll let you guys know. Hopefully we'll get through these. I know the next one's a little longer one, but the last one's only like 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So booking air, everybody ready? Let's go to booking air, how to book air. And again, if you have to jump off, please don't worry. We will have this recorded. And again, it's kind of nice because we help each other just like we're doing now. So thank you guys. All right,
Yes,
so
thank you.
you're welcome. Staying in the know. Like Disney, I had to redo that like 5 times trying to do it on my own.
Staying
Especially
informed
cruise
is
one.
vital to your success as a travel professional. Centrav.com has some resources that can help you. Up along the top, you'll notice a tab for resources. Here you can learn about refunds and exchanges or about us. Clicking on the airline tab, you can see the airlines that we have contracts with. You can click on a particular destination or just click on See All Airlines and scroll down. We've got a tab for policies. I highly recommend you read that. It's not too long. You can learn about the policies that
Did we do
Centrav
this
has in
already?
place to
We
work
did
with
this,
us.
right?
You can learn about group airfare and the rules that apply to that. We've got a video for you to watch. We put out articles every week that are informative. If you follow us on Facebook, you can stay in tune with those. And the knowledge base. This is a great place for you to go if you have a quick question about something. These are some short videos, usually like 30 seconds long, that show you how to send a receipt or make a credit card
And
payment.
those are
those
always
kinds of
really good.
things.
I'm going to try to start doing those
And
for
finally,
our
watch for our
team. Just
emails. We send out emails
instead of
every
watching
week to let you
hour-long
know about current
trainings.
travel conditions, sales, and sometimes ways that you can win prizes or air tickets.
Hey, let's win some prizes. That's also what's good about doing these, guys. A lot of times we get invited on certain promotions and, you know, especially destinations, you get fam trips and stuff, okay? So that's also why it's good. Make sure you finish these trainings. All right, so we did already answer this 30 to 60-second videos. That was on the knowledge base, okay? Centrav policies are listed under which tab on the homepage? Was that about us or resources?
Resources.
Thank you. All right. And we are done with this one. Very good. 2 out of 2. Let's continue. Everybody get those? Resources and knowledge. Doot, 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 doot. All right. Didn't even know.
Finding the best itinerary is easier if you let Centrav.com do most of the work
Thank
for
you,
you.
John.
Along the top, we've got a search tab, a group request tab. You fill out this form, click the button, and we'll get back to you within a day or so. It takes a little longer to get a request back from groups. They have to contact the airline and work with them. Trip Builder is a tool that I'll go over in another video. So we can do a round trip, a multi-city where you can add segments and do like an open jaw into one city out of another. You can do a one-way. We've got economy class, economy plus, which some airlines offer, premium economy, business class, and first class. Economy plus is very similar to economy, but it's got a little bit more legroom and some other features. Premium economy is definitely an upgrade, and then a business class above that, and then first class. You'll start by typing in the city name, such as Chicago, or you can type in a 3-letter code like ORD for O'Hare if you want a particular airport, or CHI. There is a stick pin between origin and destination. You can click that and customize your routing or force the routing through a particular gateway. I'll type in London for the destination. And your departure date. You can type that in, such as Feb 2, or you can do 2 Feb, or you can use the calendar that pops up below. Number of adults, number of children, and even infants are allowed on this. Fare types, Consolidator, published, cruiser, student. You notice 2 of them are already checked. In order to use a cruise fare, you've got to be on a cruise. And to use the student fare, you've got to be a student under age 25 with a student ID. We can click nonstop flights only, and it might suggest clicking exclude basic economy unless your client is really looking for a cheap fare, but they will not get seat assignments, so be careful with that if you've got a family traveling. Advanced options, we can put in a specific airline. You'd type in like United and click that, or you can do an alliance. Check a box for one of these. I do suggest putting a maximum connection time if you don't want to see long layovers, so I'll put in 6 hours. You could put in a minimum connection time if your client needs extra time between flights. And finally, there's a flexible search option. We'll click search. Itineraries are sorted with suggested option on top. This takes into consideration price, but also routing and duration and other factors. You can always sort them strictly by price or duration or other options. In this case, you could do a 4-hour layover in Stockholm, and your client may choose that over the higher priced nonstop. The matrix up above shows you all the airlines. You can click on one. Let's say you want to look at this Turkish Air. It will pop that one in for you. You can check it again and it goes away. Over on the left, you'll notice some filters that we can use for nonstop or connections. Also have some arrival airports. Connection cities, if I open that up, I can choose a routing that I want. Airlines, connection time. And the slider tool down below is great. If your client has a cruise or a tour they're trying to connect with, we could use the departure time slider or the arrival time to narrow the search results on that. If you want to go back to the beginning, you can always click the reset button and all of your fares will come back. A little gray box right here is excellent if you've got a round trip. I've got a one-way here, but if I want to just show only fares with this outbound, it will eliminate all the other fares. The edit button is used for Trip Builder. I'll go over that in another video. And the confirm button is what you use to book it.
Right. So quiz time. Let's do it. In Centrav search template, the stick pin between origin and destination allows you to force the routing through a particular airport or gateway. True or false?
True.
True. Click and drag. All right, guys, you got to do some work here. Click and drag to arrange the highest cabin class, best amenities to the lowest. Hint, first class goes on top. All right, so let's move this up top. Basic economy, I would say maybe at the bottom. Economy plus, premium, and business. What do you guys think? Or is
I
it
agree.
Is it this one you guys think? Okay, let's try it. So first class on top, basic, and then you have economy, economy plus, premium, and then business class. To book a flight into one city and out of another, Chicago to Paris and then London back to Chicago, you would click the tab for, try to say multi-city, right?
Multi-city.
Yeah. All right, which tool filter helps you to avoid seeing itineraries with long layovers? Would say the maximum connection time, right? Because that's, you want to click and not let them go over 6 hours or something, right? Am I okay? Let's try it. When you do search, suggested itineraries are displayed on top. They are suggested based on price as well as routing and duration of flight. You can always sort by price or other factors if you choose. That is true. That's why you use the filters, right? You can switch it around, right? Again, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm not the specialist here. All right, let's check it out. Ding, 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 ding.
So to book a flight into one city and out of another, it's round trip or one way?
It's a multi, from one to another, yeah, multi-destination.
Okay, sorry,
Okay.
I'm confused. Really.
That's
Okay,
okay.
so it goes first class, business, economy plus, premium economy, basic economy.
No,
No, here,
business should be in the bottom.
so this one's true. Okay, right here.
How
Basic
can business be
economy.
on the bottom?
Here, basic economy. That's with no like refund, no hand carry-ons. And then
Oh, so I got
economy,
the two.
and then
backwards,
plus,
okay.
and then premium, and then business.
Okay, so I got them backwards, those, the
Okay.
premium plus and the economy.
All right. Everybody got their answers now?
And plus.
So basic, economy, plus, premium, business, first class. We good? And thank you, John, for putting the answers in there for us. Appreciate you.
Basic.
All right. So now itinerary details. You guys ready?
First class business.
Let's do it.
Let's look at some more detail on these itineraries. Starting with a matrix, we've got consolidator fares, commissionable published fares, and published fares with no commission. With a consolidator fare, you're going to be adding a markup, which will be hidden from your client's eyes. With commissionable published fares, you'll notice there's a commission showing in green. You can also add a service fee on top of that, but the service fee will be visible to your client as a separate charge. Likewise, with the published fares no commission, you'll be adding a service fee, which is visible as a separate charge, and we go over this in more detail in another training session. Down below, let's look at some itineraries. You can see we've got American Airlines, a consolidator fare, total amount. There's a markup limit. If I show more details on this, it gives a better description of that. It means that if you add a markup that exceeds the limit, there'll be a 3.5% fee added to the total sale. It warns us that there are code shares involved. You can see those highlighted in blue. And there may be difficulty assigning seats when there's a code share flight, so it's best to avoid those if you can, or at least check with our staff to find out for sure. There's a lot of information in these itineraries. You can see there's one bag included on these flights. It shows you the fare basis if you need to know that, the number of miles, etc. Let's look at another one. With Delta, we see highlighted in pink a change of airport. So I can click on details on that. Ground transportation may be needed, so they're going into JFK and out of Newark. You might want to avoid that. Now I'm going to change the search so we can look at a premium economy fare. If I click on American Airlines, you'll notice some more pink highlighted. One or more flights are in a lower cabin class than you requested. Let's click on details, and we can see the cabin class listed for each segment. The first one, Cincinnati to O'Hare, is actually an economy class. There is no premium economy offered on that flight, so they get bumped down to coach class. We've got premium economy over the water, O'Hare to London. That's the important one. We've got economy class again, Heathrow to Zurich, and premium economy, Zurich to Philadelphia, and economy, Philly to Cincinnati.
All right. Quiz time. Everybody ready? Let's go. What was highlighted in blue? don't know. I don't know, sorry. Operated by, it's showing the flight itself and what airline it's with, it looks like. All right, let's do our quiz. Do, 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 do. Markup limit is not maximum you can charge a customer. It just means there will be a
You're
3.5.
breaking up again, Marnie.
Okay. Markup limit is not the maximum you can charge a customer. It just means that there will be a 3.5 charge on the total sale if you exceed
True.
that limit. True. Thank you. There is never a problem assigning seats for code share flights. False. A change of airport is easily visible on Centrav.com because it is highlighted in pink, just like the other warnings. Change of airports are highlighted. Hopefully we'll can notice it anyway. Couldn't hear firstly. Okay, displayed in a Comic Sans font. Okay, so the change of airport is easily visible because it is highlighted in pink, or that one highlighted in pink. Thank
Highlighted
you.
in pink, yeah.
Thank you. Airlines do not always offer premium economy on every flight segment. That is true. All right, everybody got that? Again, thank you, John, for putting the answers in there. Delana, the answers are right above there. John's putting all the answers for us. Thank you. All right, 4 out of 4, congratulations. So if you missed any, the answers are right up above. Go ahead and catch up, and we will move on to the next one. Ding, 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 ding.
Boy, it's a slow website.
Yep. Yeah. Boy, maybe he's popped up yet? There it goes. All right. Confirming the booking. Almost done with this one, guys. We're doing well.
Once you found an itinerary for your client, you just click confirm. And you get a summary page with all the information. Scroll down, you can enter the travel information. It's really important that you match the passport spelling of the name on this. If you don't spell it right the first time, it's unlikely that we'll be able to fix that for you. We sure will try, but it's best that you get it right the first time because in many cases we can't fix that. So I recommend that you grab the passport from your client or have them scan it to you and enter it exactly as it shows on the passport. If there's a hyphenated last name, you can run that all together, just leave off the hyphen, and then enter the phone number and email address of your client. The purpose of that is not for Centrav. We never contact your client, but the airline may want to contact them with a last-minute schedule change. Let's say it's 2 hours before departure. They're already at the airport. The flight's been delayed or it's been canceled or whatever. The airline can contact them directly and they'll be first in line to get a fix for that. We can open up this red tab and you can enter frequent flyer numbers here, known traveler number, KTN number, redress number, and passport information. Then you would check the box confirming that you have this correct. Click book, and this will land in your My Bookings folder. We'll go over that in another course.
Okay. Also, I just found out because I'm with the TSA, and if for any reason you don't put it on there ahead of time, guys, you can't add it when you get up to the thing. You have to go to the ticket counter and have them add it. So make sure when you're doing a reservation and they do have TSA, you make sure to add that before you can complete the booking. Otherwise, they have to go to the ticket counter and have them add it. All right, some information that you can enter in your client's booking, the TSA number, if you have a TSA pre-check, yeah. It shows up on your boarding pass, you walk right through, you don't have to take your shoes off, etc. But sometimes, like I did a booking on Frontier and forgot to add it in. I added it in after the fact. It still didn't take. All right, some information you enter in your client's booking include frequent traveler number, height and weight, known traveler, KTN, passport. I would say KTN, frequent flyer, and passport, right? Is passport on there? KTN.
Yes, passport's on there.
It's
Okay.
traveler height and no, sorry. I entered in the answers wrong on the thing, but what you have is correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, how important is it to spell the passenger's name correctly in the initial booking? Extremely important, correct? Extremely. So you don't have to redo it, right? Or pay a fee to change it. Very good. Thank you, John. All right, almost done. Get her done, right? Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. 4 out of 4. Again, if you missed any of them, the answers are right there. John is doing good, getting us updated, so thank you so much. And again, if you guys ever have any questions, make sure to get in the chat, in all your, in your team's chat. Call up Archer Travel anytime. Call up our vendors, guys, okay? We're all there to help each other. All right, don't feel any question is a stupid question. We all are learning together, okay? All right, we're on our third process.
Marnie?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm somehow on a different quiz and I don't know how, because I got different questions and I don't know what happened here.
Okay, what does it say up top?
I just want to it says how to book air.
Okay, so you're probably back to one of the original ones, because right there, how to book air.
Okay,
And
so I
then
need to
the
go.
question.
It went back because that happened to me earlier too, and I had to answer them again really quick.
Oh, so I don't even know which one it to put me on.
Yeah, I would just look right here, just maybe click on the main lesson and then see, because it should have a check mark of what you've done.
Okay, let me go back to
And then again, the answers are all right in the chat box. So if you need help, let us know.
Okay, let me go to course library. I have all the answers here. I just don't know what the questions are for them.
Okay. Let us know if you need help, okay?
All right,
Um,
let's see.
We're gonna go ahead and go to it looks like the third lesson, and then we have the last one, which is only 15 minutes. So let's hopefully get this one through really quick, and then we'll be able to move on. Okay, advanced booking techniques. Trip builder. All right, let's learn. Is this where everybody's at? Trip builder?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Trip Builder is a powerful tool that allows you to manipulate a booking in order to build stopovers or other more complex routings. There are 2 ways to use the tool. One, you can start with a clean slate and just build an itinerary from scratch. For example, if you know you want to fly LAX to London on those dates, don't know which airline, you can just search for flights and see what's out there. You'll notice we're getting flights back, but not prices. That's the way Trip Builder works. So we would add a flight. Here's an LAX to London flight. Here's the return. It's a good idea to pick the same airline. You'll get a better price, so add that flight. Then you can select first, business, economy, premium economy class, number of people, exclude basic economy, those kinds of things, and click price. I think there's a better way to use this tool, but I wanted you to see it in its raw form. So let's go back and let's think of it this way. Your client wants to fly Minneapolis to London, departing around the 30th of April, returning around the 12th of May, but they want to fly through Reykjavik, Iceland, stop, visit the Blue Lagoon. Use the stick pin that says customize routing. I'm using the regular search tool instead of Trip Builder. Watch how I do this. I'll put in the airport code, Reykjavik, Iceland, or the city code. Maybe exclude basic economy or whatever else I want to add, and click search. This will show me the best flights operating through that route. I'm going to pick hide changes of airports and also one connection. Best thing I can find is Iceland Air, flies right through Reykjavik, naturally. And now I know basically what I'm looking for. I have the itinerary that I'm basically looking for. The only thing that is missing is a stopover. So I can use the edit button. Click the edit button, and that will bring this itinerary over to Trip Builder. So rather than trying to build all this from scratch, not knowing which airlines will do this, I will use the search tool to find it and then bring it over to a Trip Builder from there. From here, I can remove that second flight. This is the Reykjavik-London flight. Remove that. Do a one-way, KEF to London. And let's pick the 3rd of May. Gives us a few days in Reykjavik. And now I'm going to pick an airline, Iceland Air, because that's what we've been flying on. I'll get a better price if I stay in the same airline. And just pick my flight time for that one segment. Add flight. It'll drop it right in where it's supposed to be.
Cool.
At this point, I can price this out in economy or business class, exclude basic economy, put the number of people, and hit price.
I've thought about
Price this
everything.
as a consolidator fare, as a published fare, and if you select cruise or student, it'll price that as well. From here, you can select which one you like best, click book, and you're on your way to book the stopover.
So that's kind of cool. Like I said, I'm trying to do one, Orlando to London to Rome to Paris to Zurich back to Orlando. So this is kind of cool because they don't want to go through Canada, so I've got to go, this is kind of cool. I can figure out which airline. And then when I go into, like, say, VAX, I know which airline I want, right? So kind of cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take our test. And again, the more you use it, the more you're going to learn. So again, get in and play with it, guys. Trip Builder can be used to build an itinerary with a stopover. That is true, because they just showed us how to do that, correct? Very good, thank you. Look at John, he's on his roll. What are the 2 methods to use Trip Builder that were demonstrated in the lesson? All right, so click Trip Builder, select flights one at a time and price it. Make a booking or search fares and click edit to the itinerary. So search fares and click edit. Okay, everybody good with that? Once your itinerary is in Trip Builder, you can add and remove individual flights and reprice it. That is true. Very good. Hope you guys are learning a lot of great information here. Get to know the different codes for the airlines also. That was, again, some of the training we learned earlier today. So click here to continue. 3 out of 3. Very good, everybody. Congratulations. Everybody getting caught up? Christina, you doing good? You caught up?
Getting there, yes.
Okay, good. All right. Again, I'm not going to hang up until everybody's got their certificate and completed this training, okay? We're in this together. Okay, everybody gets those questions. Can my youngest child travel alone? How do you handle unaccompanied minors? So this is going to be great information.
If you're booking a child traveling alone, you can do that on Centrav.com. But before you do, go to the airline website and take a look at their rules. They will have rules for each age group, plus there's an option for an unaccompanied minor program. There will be a fee for that, but they'll get help along the journey. You can make the booking on Centrav.com and then contact the airline and set up the program with them directly.
This is great. I do this all the time with my granddaughter.
Okay, perfect. So let's answer this question. Very good, guys. So unaccompanied minors, let's do this quiz. All right. Unaccompanied minors may be booked either on Centrav.com or direct with the airline. Either way, the accompanied minor program must be set up and paid for directly to the airline. True or false? True? True, true, true. Clearly important to me to, yeah, thank you. Perfect. Clearly for the meal 17, it only it's 25 seconds. Yeah. It's like, what? All right. Yeah, that was a quick one. I thought we'd have a little more information on that, but at least, you know, we got it cleared up. All right. Bum, 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 bum. All right, 101, click here to continue. And where are we now? Well, this lady wants a quote, and then I said, yes, I can do that for you. And then she's like, well, I need some decisions now. It's like, I'm on a training, sorry. This is maybe what I'm going to go ahead and hand on to one of my agents. All right, so booking the air, words to know. Okay, let's go ahead and complete this. All right, don't worry. We'll wait for you guys. So let me know when everybody's ready and get into this part.
Yeah, this site is very, very slow.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for results.
And yeah, that's what I'm waiting on.
Okay.
I gotta
no
take
worries.
the test again.
Hey there, you want this customer? I figure I'll get 10% if they book it, right? Yeah, delays, exactly. All right, just let me know when everybody's ready.
Ready.
Looks like I have to register again.
Okay, I'm all
Please
set
keep
now. I
me
had to
updated.
refresh again and take that quiz again.
Okay, all right, let's go. Again, very easy, just
Hopefully
click
you're
through
learning
and
more
we'll get
airline
popped
terminology as
back
you
up.
go through these courses at Centrav Academy. Being able to speak the language will help you get things done more quickly, and it can even help you avoid costly errors. The 5 words we want to highlight in this lesson are no-show, cabin class, min-max stay or minimum maximum stay, airline alliance, and code-share flight. A no-show is simply where a passenger misses their flight and doesn't advise the airline. The problem is that usually the airline will cancel all downline flight segments, and usually there's no chance for a refund. Your client could cancel their reservation by calling the airline, but you can easily cancel it for them in My Bookings. We'll show you how to do that in a later course. Cabin class. An airplane usually has more than one cabin class, and that involves different types of amenities. Some examples you might be familiar with are economy class, premium economy, business class, and first class. Min-max stay. Every airfare usually has a minimum and maximum number of days that you're allowed to stay. This is important if your client may be changing their travel dates later on. Airline alliance. Airlines have partnerships. They share resources, route networks, and even allow you to earn and redeem miles with other airlines. It often involves code share flights. 3 of the most common that you might know are SkyTeam, oneworld, and Star Alliance. And code share flight.
Never heard of them.
That is simply a flight operated by one airline, but coded as another. In the example, we've got a flight that's coded as Delta DL5976, but that is actually operated by Virgin Atlantic.
All right.
Those are 5 words to know. Now take the quiz and see if you learned them.
Let's do it. Anybody fly first class?
I'm a diamond medallion. I pay coach and fly first class all the time.
Nice, very good. In my dreams, yeah, me too. I'm part of Founders Council, so we actually, the founder took us a couple times on like a private jet. So that's the closest I've come. That was kind of amazing.
That's cool.
So-
You know, the nice thing is I never get bumped. I always,
Okay,
you know, that's a great thing.
very nice. All right, so here we get to sort them again. Okay, so no show, that's when they miss the flight and doesn't advise, that's a no show. Okay, usually no refund. Length of stay, that's this min and max, right? Flight operated by one airline but coded another, that's a code share, correct? Expand their network, I think that's this one, and cabin class is the type of class. What do you guys think? Good?
Hold on, let me look at that again.
Okay. Let's see if John got this right.
I think
No
airlines that have an agreement to share is code share flights.
length, okay, code share, flight operated. Okay,
Oh, wait, no, you had it
I'm
right.
taking the quiz ahead of everyone, by the way. Like as the
Okay.
video plays, I'm doing the quiz.
okay, perfect, thank you. So yeah, the code share, that was, I think, when they showed Delta, but it's with Virgin or whatever. And then this Alliance was those three different ones that I'd never heard of. All right, everybody good?
Yep.
Thank you. First class, that would be fun. That's what my son wanted to do when he went to Hawaii. Going there, first class, and then of course come back, they didn't care. All right, 1 out of 1. Yes, let's move on. Almost done, guys. So again, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hope you're learning a lot. And on Friday, we are doing Marriott, Friday and Saturday. We're doing the 4th course for Disney on Sunday. All right, words to know. Again, more information
When you're
on
booking air,
words
3
to
more
know.
words to know are nonstop flight, direct flight, and stopover. They're pretty simple
Very
terms, but
important.
sometimes people get them confused. A nonstop flight is literally a flight that travels from origin to destination without landing or touching down at all, but it's often mistakenly called a direct flight. A direct flight just simply has to have the same flight number throughout the trip, but it might stop for refueling or to let people on or off the flight. On many websites, Delta 48 would just show us one line, Denver to Amsterdam, and it wouldn't show you the JFK stop. On Centrav.com, we like to display the breakdown so you can tell your client this flight actually stops in JFK for an hour and a half. The term stopover can vary by airline, but generally it involves stopping for connecting flights for more than 4 hours on a domestic flight or more than 24 hours on an international flight. In this example below, it's an international flight that arrives at 11:20 p.m. on Thursday and departs on Saturday at 9:15 a.m. So this is a stopover. Some fare rules don't allow a stopover, so it's important to know that. 3 words to know when you're booking air: nonstop flight, direct flight, and stopover.
Okay. So quiz time. Nonstop flight travels from origin to destination. All right. Without landing, that is non-stop. Direct flight, the flight has the same flight number throughout the trip, but may stop along the way. Is that stopover? Right here, nope. And then varies stopover, varies by airline, etc. Okay, so non-stop, it goes direct. Direct flight can have a stopover, may change plane, may not, but it's not non-stop. Okay, so remember that. Bum, 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 bum. And again, those are questions that you want to ask your clients. You know, do you mind a layover? You know, do you mind, you know, do you want direct? Do you mind red eyes? I love red eyes because you sleep through the night, hopefully, but then you have the whole day to spend at your destination versus, you know, flying in, getting in at 4 in the afternoon, you're tired, that whole day's wasted, right? So I always do red eyes. All right, what is a good place to find a short video? Okay, final test. A short video about particular subjects. That was knowledge base, right? Perfect. When you do the search, suggested itineraries are displayed. These are suggested price. You can always change them. That is true. Perfect. Thank you, John. What tool helps you avoid seeing itineraries with a long layover? Flexible dates or no, maximum connection time, right? Right. Okay. Markup limit is not the maximum you can charge the client. There's a profit built in. It means a 3.5 will be added if you exceed that limit. That is true. Next. If you book a code share flight, getting a pre-assigned seat is not always possible. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Thank you. Spelling a name wrong by one letter is never a problem and easily resolved. I'd say false.
False.
Yeah, they're very picky, guys, with the names. So be very, cautious with that. Trip builder can be used to build an itinerary with a stopover. That is true. If your client is a no-show, their flight, the airline will just let them take the next flight or refund. That is false. They usually cancel the entire trip. So make sure you either call or cancel for your client, okay? Centrav will display any stops along the way for direct flight. We will display each segment separately, even if they have the same flight number. So that's true. That also will let you explain that to your customer, okay? All right. Let's see if we all passed. And then I think we're almost done. Bum, 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 bum. 9 out of 9. Look at us. We've maxed them out. We are doing so well, guys. I think John took a break. There he is. Okay, perfect. All right. Click here to continue. Charge visible. Yes, I think so. Eating peanut butter. Sorry. That's okay. You deserve it. Again, some of these could take a little long. So again, we never know. So if you're new with us, guys, just so you know, sometimes we get in and get out within a half hour. Sometimes they last for hours and we have to reschedule for the second set, third set, fourth set. One time I had one agent that stayed with me for the entire time. I think we were on for like 4 hours, but we completed it. Yay. I think that was like the Africa one or something. Yay. All right. We've completed that. Oh my gosh. 2 more questions. Okay. So again, guys, it's up to you. Do you want to move forward, finish it up, profit and payment, and then words to know? You guys okay?
Keep going.
Keep going. Let's go. Okay. So again, we're going to do it. And again, if you need to get off, we are recording. So let's just keep going, get it over with, get her done, right? All right. Intro to my booking, 1 quiz, 3 quizzes, etc. All right, let's go. Go get your peanut butter sandwich, glass of wine, pudding, salad, whatever. We don't mind. All right. So what is my bookings? All right. So let's take a look and see what are my bookings. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. All right. So here we are, only a minute long. So
all of your bookings are stored in your My Bookings file. These are never purged, so you can look at bookings from yesteryear by putting in a different date range and go back as far as you want. The default sort is by purchase date, so your most urgent bookings are on top. but you can use any of these headers and sort it any way you want. You can also show only certain statuses. So for example, if you just want to see ticketed bookings, you can click that. You can also search by name or reference number or date. You'll notice the statuses over here: needs payment, canceled, ticketed, voided, etc. When you're ready to work with a booking or pay for it or look at the detail, you would click View. If you are an agency owner or manager and would like to be able to access all the bookings in your agency as well as your own, we can set you up as an admin for your agency. Use the contact button along the top and send us a message. As an admin, your login will have an agency bookings tab that holds all bookings made by your agency.
All right. Quiz time. Bum, 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 bum. All right, the My Bookings file is regularly purged, so you really can't look at past bookings more than a few months. That is false, right? They said you can go back, correct? I hope so. Come on, come on.
Mine's still loading.
Okay, good. Mine is too. So.
It's been loading since before you even started the video.
Oh, geez. All right.
Same here.
I don't know if you saw on they have this cute little incense burner that I got. So he keeps me company.
I'm taking care of my dad's puppy. He's 8 weeks old and he's a handful.
Ah, all right.
He's Australian Shepherd and blue heeler.
Oh, cool. Okay.
My collar on him last night, and he's been fighting with it, trying to get the little tag off of it, and he can't reach it. It's making him mad.
Aw. I have an Australian Shepherd. He's 16 years old and blind, totally blind. And yeah, he's an amazing, amazing dog. And my kids are being mean because they tell me to put him to sleep because he's blind. Okay, I'm sorry, but he's eating. He goes outside. He's able to, get around. I said, so when I get blind and can't, see things, you're going to put me to sleep? It's like, come on, guys, But I do need to go back to Nebraska, and I left for 3 months and was really worried about him. So I said, if I do go back this time, I'm taking him with me because we stay in an RV there. We have a medical business there. So yeah, we're waiting, guys. But we thought it would be too much for him to go across country and go in and out of the RV. And I said, I'll carry him, because I just don't want to leave again for a month or two and have something happen to him. So, but yeah, I took him to the doctor, the vet, and I mean, he's eating, he's, playing and stuff. He just runs into things. So, and his name's Coda Bear. So, all right, come on. Everybody still holding on?
I refreshed my page and had to redo it, but it went through.
Okay, let me do that.
Finally. His name is Remington, and we call him Remy.
Remy, aw, all right, that's cute. Yeah, and then I have a German Shepherd here that's Aries, and then I have 2 pug Chihuahuas that are. So we have 4 dogs and 3 cats. Oh, you're welcome. Not always log in. Okay, thank you. Of course, you're welcome, Brandy. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you're learning with us. All right, why does it say I didn't complete? Okay, let me see real quick. Did we already do this booking details, right? Yeah. Isn't this the one? No, we didn't do this one, right?
No, this is new.
New. Got it. Okay. Ready? Let's do it.
Now let's take a look at the detail of a booking. We click View. And you can see at the top, it shows it's a Consolidator fare. That's the fare type. The status on this one is it needs payment. Here's a Centrav reference
Thank you
number.
for helping.
That's an important number to have when you contact Centrav. We'll want that number. The validating airline on this one is Air France. So that's the governing airline. Doesn't matter how many airlines there are in this itinerary. The validating one is the important one to know as far as rules go. A couple of links to add information. You can add frequent flyer numbers with this link. Add some other information with the link below. On the right, you've got a worksheet for all your financial information, the airfare, your markup, and the itinerary detail. This is the cabin class. It's good to look down through each one. If you have booked premium economy class or business class, you might find some of the segments are actually in economy if the premium cabin is not offered or business cabin is not offered. We show there's one bag allowed on this trip, and here's a link to view this itinerary on the airline's website. That will actually jump you over to their website where you can do seat assignments. In some cases, we won't have this link showing here, but you can still take the airline reference number. Take that number and go to the airline website and you can do seat assignments there. So you want to make sure to use the airline reference number whenever you deal with the airline. Use Centrav reference number when you deal with Centrav. Codeshare flights will be highlighted in blue. Sometimes when you book a codeshare flight, seat assignments are not allowed. So wherever possible, it's good to avoid code shares. But of course, a lot of times you can't do that. Traveling internationally, code shares are very valuable. A great thing to do after you've made a booking and paid for it, you can go ahead and do seat assignments with the airline. If there's a problem, you'll find out right away. I wouldn't wait several days to do this. I would do it immediately after ticketing because you can still void a ticket by the end of business day the next day. And that means even if you booked on Friday, you've got till the end of day Monday to void it for free. No charge, no penalties. Get out of the transaction and find a reservation where you can do seat assignments. So sometimes it does happen that you can't do seat assignments on a codeshare flight. So you want to watch for that and make sure you get your seat assignments done right away. So we can see more of the detail of the itinerary here. And there's some information about baggage and seat assignments information. Here's where you add your profit. I've already put in $50 on this one. We'll talk more about that in another lesson. Down below, you can choose an option to pay by credit card. If your agency is set up for electronic payment, you'll have this option as well. And we can see the message history as well as some rules down below. I'm going to look at another booking. This particular booking was made yesterday and we didn't pay for it. So what happens at midnight or around midnight is we will try to reprice that booking for you. So this was done last night about 12:03 a.m. The concept is that the price is held at the end of the day, but the booking will oftentimes hold for a day or several days without canceling. So rather than rebook all this, we just reprice it at midnight. In this case, it didn't change, as I said, so we can scroll down and look at the price history now. Every time this is repriced, it will log an entry into this spot right here. If you ever want to reprice it yourself, we can do that over on the booking actions, which I'll talk about in another lesson. But take note of this message up above. It says this booking is subject to cancellation by the airline, and it gives an estimated time for that. So we don't want to wait till the end of the day on this one. We want to get this one done as quick as possible, or it may cancel.
Okay. Exactly. Even if your itinerary has several airlines, there is one airline that governs or determines the rules of the fare. It is called the validating error. Thank you. All right, the confirmation number you give to Centrav is called the Centrav reference number. When you contact the airline, you use the airline reference number. True or false? True?
True.
Okay. Seat assignments are done on the airline website. Can we do that on Centrav, or is it just on the airline website? Sorry. Done on the True. Thank you. All right. If we issue your ticket on a Friday, when is the last time you can void the ticket for free? No holidays involved. Wasn't it?
Monday.
Monday, right. That's nice, right? What happens to your booking if it is not paid for by the end of the day? Attempts to reprice it. If successful, you're given a new payment deadline. Again, that's very nice, right? All right. Thank you very much. John got the answers in there for us. Appreciate it, appreciate it. All right, 5 out of 5. Look at us. You know, we'd be done quicker if the system would move faster, right? Like, come on. All right, lessons, so booking actions.
Now let's look at the tools available to you once you've made a tentative booking. Over on the right, you see the booking actions. There's a place where you can pay for it. I'll go over that in detail in another lesson. You can cancel this booking prior to ticketing. There's no penalty, of course, since you haven't paid for it yet. You can make another booking like this one. So you've got one person booked and 2 more people want to go. Pop that in and click price. It will take that itinerary and price it at the current level. You can also send this itinerary to Trip Builder. Now, Trip Builder is a tool that I'll go over in the advanced course, but just to get an idea what it does, you can reprice this with a stopover. You can add and remove flights. You can change the cabin class. So if your first passenger was going in coach, your second passenger wants to go in business class, you can set it to business class and price it that way. You can contact us regarding this booking, and you can check for price changes. To communicate with your client, we've got 3 options: traveler quote without pricing, traveler quote as a credit card price, and traveler quote as a cash price. We've also got an agent receipt tool you can use internally. Taking a look at the receipts, you can send this off as an email. You can print it, download it as a PDF, and attach it to an email. You can add in some messages of your own, or you can use the copy that Centrav recommends. You can add some rules in. These rules are pretty generic. You can get the actual change cancel penalties from Centrav by going on live chat. Just give our agent the Centrav reference number. They'll be happy to look up the fare rules for you. Scrolling down, you'll see your agency information here. Plus there's a place here for your logo. So I just have a wing there as an example. I'll close this and show you how to add that.
Kind of
Click
cool,
on your
right?
name in the upper right corner, find My Profile, and then upload your logo from your computer. Getting back to the traveler quote, we'll scroll down. You can see some flight information. Notice your price quoted includes your markup. The itinerary information below for your client to see, baggage information, and if we added those rules, those would show down below as well.
All right. Question. In my bookings, if you want to clone or duplicate an existing itinerary, you can do so with this booking action. Cancel the booking, check for price change, make another booking like this. Make another booking like this. That's pretty easy, right? Which, with our receipt tool, you can send your client a quote with or without pricing included. That is true. And click and drag these steps into the proper order to show how to add your logo to every quote you send out, okay? So click your name, click on the profile, upload your logo, right? There you go. Okay, name, profile, logo. Yay! And the results are, come on. 3 out of 3. Very good, guys. Let's move on. Come on, come on.
Dun, 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 dun.
So Jeopardy. No worries, let's do it. Yeah, thanks, guys. This is fun, right? Okay, how to change or cancel
If you
after
need to change
ticketing.
or cancel a ticketed booking, you rarely need to call us. You can usually do it online.
Nice.
Just click View next to a booking, and then click Request a change to this booking. You'll see several options. First one, exchange tickets for a different itinerary. Click that. You can read this information here. When you scroll down, you can request a change to the cabin class or to one of the flights or both of them. We won't actually change this until we get back to you. We'll give you a quote on it and let you know what it's going to cost. Once we get your approval, we'll go ahead and reissue that ticket for you. You can correct the travelers' names if it's possible. Many times it's not possible to do that, and there are fees involved, so it's best not to make that mistake. You can cancel a booking and request the refund. That will cancel the space immediately and get the refund request going. You can cancel the booking and exchange later. If you're not sure of the new dates, you can use that button and send off a request to cancel the space. You never want your client to be a no-show for a flight. If they're a no-show, it usually means there's no refund and they can't use the ticket for later travel. So make sure that you get this canceled before the departure. You'd also want to check with us to see if it needs to be reissued prior to departure. There are a few airlines where that is required. If your client is within the void window, it's going to look a little bit different when you hit this button. When you click Request a change to this booking and you're within the void window, about 99% of the time you're going to see a void button right here. There are a few exceptions to that, such as with ticketless carriers, but almost all the time you'll get an option to void this ticket if you're within the void window. There's no penalty to do this, no charge whatsoever. You cancel the transaction and get a full refund. The void window works like this. If you issue the ticket today, you have until end of business day tomorrow to void it. If you issue the ticket on a Friday, you have until end of business day Monday to void it. So weekends and some major holidays don't count. After purchasing a ticket in coach class, your client will sometimes ask, what would it cost to upgrade this ticket to premium economy or business class? We have a quick, easy way for you to get a ballpark estimate without sitting on hold. Oftentimes, the estimate is enough to help your client decide if they want to do this or not. Here's how to get the estimate. First, take note of the price your client paid for coach class. In this example, $457.20. Then click Send Itinerary to Trip Builder. Here we can price out premium economy or business class. I'll select one and click Price. Disregard the service fee in this case and just notice the airfare is $1957.19. I'll take that price and subtract the $457.20 from my original ticket. I'll add Centrav's going fee for changes, and that would be the estimated cost to upgrade to business class. Remember, these prices can change, so this is only an estimate. If your client decides to go ahead with it, we'll need to use the Exchange button in My Bookings. We'll click Exchange Tickets for a different itinerary, scroll down and select Business Class, click Request Exchange. Our team will give you an exact quote for what this will cost, send that to you, and once we have your approval, we'll go ahead and exchange it. We won't exchange it till we get your approval, so you can check with your client first.
All right. The 11th. Okay, let's do it. Come on. All right, you rarely need to call Centrav to make a change to a ticketed booking. It can usually be done online. That is true, right? Very good. Thank you. Thank you, John. Which 4 of these requests can be done on Centrav for a ticket booking? All right, so you said exchange tickets, correct the traveler's name, cancel booking request refund, and last exchange later, not request an escorted tour. Okay, you guys got that? All of them except for the tour. All right, number 3, void button only shows if your ticket is within the void window. That is true. In rare instances, such as where ticketless carriers, there is no option to void a transaction. Robotic, sorry. All right, even within 1 business day of purchase. That is true. Okay, see, I gotta lean back. All right, finish the quiz. Let's see if we're here. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe I need to put a foil on my head, you know. No. All right, got that one out of the way. 4 out of 4. Let's do it. We're almost done, guys. Almost. Yeah, add an antenna. That's what I need. I do have my router antenna thing here, so my internet's working really good. But yeah. All right, next. Profit and payment. All right, add profit to a consolidator fare. Let's do it. Do 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 do. Here we go. All right, short little video.
Once you make a booking on Centrav.com, you can add your profit. So you'd simply click View next to the booking, scroll down towards the bottom, and you'll find a place to add that. So in this case, there's a credit card markup limit of $167. Sometimes those limits are fairly low. They're set by the airline, so they vary. In this case, we're going to just add a simple markup of $100. This will be an easy demonstration. Click Save Changes. You can see the worksheet flashed by us here. Your markup, profit for 2 people, $200. Down below it shows us that the credit card will be charged $24.60, and that's the total amount. Your markup is hidden in the airfare. If that markup was too low, maybe $10, $20 markup limit, we would want to exceed that in one of 2 ways. One is to go ahead and just add it all into the markup, so I'll put down $200 here. Gives us a warning about that, lets us know that there's a 3.5% fee on the total when you do that. So I'm going to click Save Changes. What this does is it raises the price of the airline ticket. Your markup is still hidden. Your markup is exactly what you see it at $200, but the airfare or the price charged to your client is now $93.10 higher. So that's one option. The other one is to match the markup limit, put in $167, and then put the rest in as a service fee down below. Save changes on that. This results in a lower airfare for your client, meaning a lower total charge, but it exposes some of your profit. You'll notice that it's got one amount charged by the airline and then an extra $40, or $20 per person, charged separately via P4MT for service fees.
All right, test time. On Centrav, you will add your profit just before you enter the passenger's name and prior to confirming the booking, or after you confirm the booking. Do this in My Bookings. I would probably say this one. What do you think? That one?
It's after
After you confirm? Thank you. All right, when you see the term markup, it means your profit will be visible on your client's credit card statement as a separate charge.
False.
False. Thank you. So it's after and false. If you're following along, make sure you answer those two. Thank you very much. And 2 out of 2. Let's move on. Bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. All right. And add profit to a published
Now
fare.
we started
Very
adding
short
profit
video.
to a published fare. I'll click view next to this one. Scroll down to the bottom. You can see in this published fare there's a commission already built in, about $20. If that's adequate, you can just leave everything as is, go ahead and pay for it. The airfare would be $629.80 per person, and the commission would be $20.32. If you want to add extra profit to that, you can use the service fee box. So I'll add another $20 to that and hit save.
I don't hear anything. That's weird.
You know, do you guys hear anything?
That extra $20 will show as a separate
Yes.
charge on the credit
Yes.
statement. But the initial commission of $20.32 will be lumped in with the airfare. It works the
your
same
mute
way if it's
button.
a zero commission airfare. You'd see 0 right here, and there'd be a box for you to put in a service fee. Down below, you'd see that your service fee is charged separately, and your client would be able to see that on their credit card statement.
All right. Just remember that. Quiz time. You cannot change the commission amount on a published fare, but you can decide the amount of the service fee. True or false?
True.
True. A service fee will always show as a separate charge on your client credit card statement. That's true, correct? Service fee will always show as a separate charge.
Doesn't that all depend?
That's right. Ba, 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 bum, bum.
Because on a published fee, it's not, it shows,
We
but
were
on the other one, it
It's
doesn't.
wrong.
Yep.
Oh, I got 2 out of 2. Okay.
I put it in wrong.
All right. Well, you can retake it or continue. I don't know if it makes you retake it or not. But now you have the answers. All right.
Thank you, everyone else.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right, next. Boy. Take a nap in between these, right? All right.
I just got my sound fixed. I missed that whole
Okay.
quiz.
Oh, no, okay. All right, well, this is a credit card payment, single
Now it
credit
starts in
card
my
payment.
booking, so let's go there and take a look at a booking.
He's awful quiet
Find
too.
one that needs payment and click view. We scroll down to the credit card option and choose that option. And at this point, you'll see 2 tabs. You can send a secure payment link to the cardholder, or you can enter the credit card info yourself. If I want to pay myself online, I'll check the boxes to agree to all terms and then click this link. This brings me over to pay for my trip, where I have a chance to enter the credit card information and complete payment. So let's go back and look at the other option. This time we're going to choose the first tab, send a secure payment link to the cardholder. We can send that via an email or via a text message. You'll have to check the boxes again, agreeing to terms, and then you can send that secure payment link off by email. You'll get this message reminding you there's a deadline to pay for it. And if you scroll down, you'll notice you can't change the profit, but you can cancel this secure payment link at any time and start over again. So let's take a look at the email that they get. That's going to come from Pay for My Trip. So it's important that you let them know that Pay for My Trip is the credit card processing company that we're working with. They'll get this email and a link to pay for it. This brings them over to Pay for My Trip, where they can review the information. They'll see your travel agency information up in the upper right corner, and then they can click the link to pay for it. They enter the credit card information, complete payment, and they are done. Now let's take a look at
Very
My
nice.
Bookings and see how you can monitor all this. You'll notice these links are appearing now. Each one has a status, and they're color coded. Light blue, secure payment link has been sent. Cardholder has not viewed this yet. So you may want to remind them. When it gets darker blue, it means they have looked at the link, but they haven't done anything with it yet. The green one means they've completed the payment on it. Usually that means we ticket it right away. A red broken one means it either has expired or it has been canceled. If the payment deadline has gone past and they have not paid for it, that's expired. So you may need to reset this booking and start again. 3 benefits of using the secure payment link include: 1, it saves you time. You won't need to collect the credit card information and enter it. 2, it avoids errors that sometimes happen when credit card information is communicated over the phone. And 3, it's safe. Your client doesn't need to share their credit card information with anyone. It's all encrypted.
Very nice.
I have a question about that. Are we allowed to do that, Marnie, or does Archer still want us to collect the information? Because I've had a couple of people already tell me they're not comfortable giving me, not me specifically, but they don't, because of fraud, they don't want to just send me their credit card information.
Yeah, I think on this particular one, again, it's going through their company. So I think you don't need to do it because you're not collecting it. If you collect it, you do need it. And again, it's a CYA, because if you're getting that information, you want to make sure that they're signing off that yes, they're agreeing to everything. And from my understanding, a lot of people won't even give them their itinerary or anything until they get that back with the copy of their either driver's license or credit card or the last 4 digits or whatever. So I would say in this particular case, we probably do not need it because it's going direct through their program and we're not collecting it from them. So
wouldn't the site also be able to tell if the credit card goes through right away or not? Like if it's declined, it's going to tell them immediately.
yeah, it should. Correct.
That's nice.
But again, always better, you want to maybe check with Archer just to be sure. But I would probably say, again, it's not us taking the information, it's going through their encrypted program, so we don't need to follow up. All right, what are the 2 ways to apply a credit card to a booking? Travel advisor enters the credit card information online, email the credit card number and security code to Centrav's general staff, or send your client secure payment link and they can enter it themselves. So
First one and the last one.
travel advisor enters credit card information online. Okay. What can you do if you sent a secure payment link to your client and want to cancel it before they pay, perhaps to change your profit? Cancel the booking completely, try to book the same flight, simply view your booking, scroll down, click cancel secure payment, send a polite email to your client, ask them to ignore the payment link. I would probably say simply view, is that correct? What is he saying? Simply view, yeah. All right, Pay for My Trip is the credit card processing company that Centrav uses. Your client should be aware of P4MT as they will get an email from them. I would say true. The color-coded chain link next to the booking indicates where the booking is in the payment process. You can hover over the mouse of the link for more info. Say true. And then what 3 benefits of sending secure payment link to your client? Saves you time, right? Avoids errors of communication, trying to take it over the phone. Issue ticket now, collect payment in a few weeks. Safer, client doesn't need to share their credit card information with the agent, right? All right. Again, thank you, John. Ba-ba-bum. I'm getting hungry now. No. Got 8 points on that one. All right. What are we down? We lost half the people, but thanks for hanging out there with me, guys. We're almost done. All right. Splitting the payment, multiple credit cards per booking.
A split payment is where you use more than one credit card per booking. It's important to know you can't use more than one credit card per passenger though. So in this example, I could use one credit card for Shannon and a different credit card for Kaylee, but I can't use two credit cards to pay for Shannon. To do this, I just scroll down, choose the credit card option, and then I either send a secure payment link to the cardholder or I enter the credit card information myself. In either case, I'm going to agree to terms and click the button, which takes me to pay for my trip. Here I can see I have the opportunity to split the charge by traveler. I can take the first passenger, enter that credit card information, scroll down, take the second passenger, do the same. As many people as on the booking, one form of payment per person.
Very good. All right, pretty self-explanatory, right? You can use more than one credit card for a single person on a booking. That is false. If you have 7 people on a booking, each one could pay for their ticket with their own credit card. That is true. Thank you. There we go. Pretty quick and easy, right? Oh. All right. Very good. Next. Almost done, guys. Come on. Anybody else locked up?
It goes. It's just very slow.
Okay. Yep. All right, credit card descriptors and flexible payment options.
Your client won't be seeing your profit when you buy a Consolidator fare because those fares allow you to add a markup, and that's hidden in the airfare. But anytime you book a published fare with no commission, you'll need to add a service fee in order to make a profit. Service fees show as a separate charge on the client's credit card statement. And when it's a published fare, no commission, Centrav will also be adding a fee. This is the only time that Centrav adds a fee on top of an airfare. In this case, it's $15. You add your fee to that and it shows as a separate charge on the credit card statement. Let's look at this example and see how it works. Let's scroll down to the profits section. Here you can see a box to add your service fee. So I'll add $40, then save changes. Now when I click the credit card option, scroll down, you can see there are 3 descriptors I can choose from. All of them say p4mt.com. That's the credit card processing company, so you want to advise your client about it. But you can choose from air booking fee, the Centrav reference number, or your agency name as a descriptor that goes on the credit card statement. If you don't want the service fee to show as a separate charge, there is another option. I'll go back to the booking summary page, scroll to the bottom, and it says flexible credit card payment. This option allows Centrav to run the entire charge in-house as a lump sum. The downside of this is that your client pays a 3.5% fee on the total sale. But it does hide the service fees from their eyes, and it allows you to run a Discover card, and in some cases, like in this one, French B doesn't allow a Discover card on the ticket, so it would be the only option if your client has a Discover card.
Okay, that's good to know. So you can choose the description for your service fee, but all of them begin with fee, service fee. What is it? Service
Doesn't
fee?
it start with the P for MT?
Everybody agree? All right. Which of the following is an example of a descriptor one can choose to show on the client's credit card statement? Give the best answer. All of the above. Very good. Booking fee, payment, agency name. Very good. What are some attributes of the flexible credit card payment option? Select all that apply. Entire charge, including profit, 3% fee on total charge, always allows you to pay with the Discover card, pay in monthly installments. Always allow, okay, 3.5 entire charge. Okay, first three, very good, thank you. And here we go. All right, 5 out of 5. We're almost done, and we have one more set after this. All right, words to know for making the sale. So know the lingo. Okay.
5 more words to know to improve your airline vocabulary include refund, void, MCO, validating airline, and cached or ghost availability. The term refund is pretty simple. It just means you bought a ticket and now you want a refund. The ticket sale is canceled and money is reimbursed less penalties and fees. Keep in mind that this process involves submitting this refund request to the airline, and frequently that takes 2 to 3 months to be processed. A void is much different and a lot faster. If you issue a ticket today, you have until end of business day tomorrow to void that free of charge, no penalties, and you can do it all online at Centrav.com. Weekends and some major holidays don't count, so if you issue a ticket on Friday, you have until the end of business day Monday to void it. An MCO, or miscellaneous charges order, is the residual value from a ticket exchanged for one of a lesser value. This means your client has some money left over and they can use it towards the purchase of another ticket. With airline alliances, we're seeing multiple airlines on a single itinerary, but only one is the validating airline. You might think it's the first airline in the itinerary, but in many cases that's not true. In my example on the left, you can see American Airlines from Des Moines to Dallas. That's a domestic flight. The validating airline is usually the first airline over the water or international. So in this case, it would be British Air. Once you've made a booking, you can verify the validating airline in My Bookings. You'll be able to see the validating airline in the upper right corner of every booking on Centrav.com. And then we have cached or ghost availability. Occasionally you'll be searching for a flight on Centrav.com or really on any website, and the initial display will show available, but when you attempt to confirm the flights, the price will change or it might error out. This is cached availability. What it means is the airline has displayed some availability to us that's really not there. It might have been available a few hours ago, but the caching display is not caught up with reality, so this is not really available. 5 words to know are refund, void, MCO, validating airline, and cached or ghost availability.
All right. Good job whipping those answers out. Ta-da. All right, so sort the element. All right, so refund is the ticket sale is canceled. Void without penalty, right? Is canceled without penalty. MCO is the residual value. Validating airline is the governing airline on the flight, and cashed or ghost is when seats are available. Is that correct? Yes. All right, you guys got that? Again, it's in the chat. Let's check it out.
Okay, so refund a ticket sale is canceled and money is reimbursed, less penalties and fees. Okay, and void is the ticket sale is canceled without penalties. I don't see that.
You don't see what?
I don't see what he said, the ticket sale is canceled without penalties.
That's under void. That was one that you pulled over from void.
Yeah, but I don't see that as an option.
Did you already put it down in another space?
No, refund was the ticket sale is canceled and money is reimbursed, less penalties and fees, which was refund. That's it.
Right.
That I saw, but I don't see that option.
Well, do the other ones and then it should still, I mean, they all are there. So pull the other ones through and see. All right. Even if your itinerary has several airlines, there is one airline that governs or determines the rules of the fare. It is called validating. Very good. The deadline to void a ticket for free once it has been issued is midnight, same day, within 1 week of ticket issuance. End of the business day, holiday and weekends do not count as business day.
End of the next business day.
Thank you. When the ticket deadline passes without payment, Centrav system attempts to reprice it automatically after midnight and gives a new deadline. That is true. In my bookings, you can send out a quote with or without pricing included. The quote can have your logo on top. That is true. Which of these requests can be sent from my bookings for ticketed bookings? Select the best answer. Is that all the above?
All of the above.
Which two types of profit are hidden in the airfare on your client's credit card statement? Commission and markup, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And paid for my trip is the credit card processing company. Your client should be made aware of this if you're sending them a secure payment link. Correct?
Correct.
What are the two benefits of sending a secure payment? Saves you time and avoids communication with getting it over the phone, correct?
Correct.
Multiple credit cards may be used for a single booking, but only one credit card is allowed per person. To do this, travel advisor must use split payment option, get special approval from the bank, send the client a secure payment.
Use split payment.
Split payment option.
Yes.
You can choose a description for your service fee, but all must begin with that. Correct. All right. I think we're almost done, guys. $12 points we got for that. Yay! All right, you guys doing okay? Did you get caught up, Christina?
Yeah, I think because you didn't write the other half and I got confused.
Okay. Do you got them now?
Yeah, because the other half was like by the end of 2 business days or something.
Okay. Yeah, John's
that's
got
what
all
got me
the answers
confused.
in here now for the final test too, if you need it. All right, congratulations. Now we have one last one, and this one's a short one. So let's get her done, right?
I think this is right.
Group airfare. So last one, round off group air. Even if you aren't currently selling to groups, it's important to have an understanding how it's done. Okay, so it's real quick. So we're almost done, guys. Let's hang in there. Make sure you guys get this final test on the prior one. Answers are right there. And let's go ahead and listen about group air.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
So this one's running us, what, 3 hours. So again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, but good information, right? Okay, this one's a 5-minute
Group air can be a
video.
very profitable piece of business for you, and you can do a great service to your clients by learning to handle it well. So let's start with the basics. What qualifies as a group? Well, that's 10 or more people traveling together on the same itinerary the entire trip. So you might ask, do I book group air the same as individuals? Is it the same process? No, it's actually quite different. You'll start by just clicking group request on our website, and then you fill out the template. Now you can use Centrav.com to look at prices and to look at schedules and give us some idea. Perhaps you have some preferred flights. You can send that off in your request. Then what do? Well, you'll have to be patient and wait. The response from the airline could take 2 to 3 days. One of the misconceptions with booking group air is to think that you're going to get a cheaper price because you have more people. In fact, generally the opposite is true. They will look at your group of 50 or 100 people and they'll realize you're tying up most of the plane, so they're not going to give you the lowest fare there is. What they'll do is price averaging, look at the fares that they have offered at that time, and they'll average those fares out and give you something in the middle. So that's why it takes a couple of days for them to block seats for us and send us their contract. If you're booking with Centrav, our group agents are experienced, and it's good to know that they can walk you through the process, even if this is your first group. They will offer you a quick quote via email if you need that for your planning stages. And it's good to know they've got top account status with most of the airlines. They can negotiate against our contracts to give you a better rate. You can request group space up to 11 months prior to departure. Our agents will quote in that, so you can set your own markup. And you can do return deviations on most contracts. You can also do an open jaw as a group, meaning into one city and out of another. Here's an example of a group contract that we would send to you. Thankfully, it's only 2 pages. First page is terms and conditions. Second page is usually just the itinerary. Taking a look at the first page, you'll notice in the terms and conditions, it's not a lot of legalese to confuse you. It's all very understandable. There's some terminology you may not be familiar with. We'll be going over that as well, so you can understand that in this lesson. But page 1 clearly lays out the terms of the contract. If you don't understand something, you can always email your group agent. Their contact information is always up at the top. A concept to be aware of is large party. This is a great option for groups of 10 to 18 passengers. It's allowable on most airlines. You begin booking a large party by first checking with Centrav to make sure the airline you want allows it. So just go in live chat on Centrav.com and ask us about that airline if you can do such and such a number of seats on these days, and they'll let you know right away. If you get the go ahead to do that, you would want to book those on Centrav.com yourself, up to 7 people per booking. So if you've got 14 people, that's a couple of bookings of 7. So a good question that comes up at this point is, well, which way should I book it? If I've got 10 to 18 people, should I do a large party or should I do a group request? We'll look at some of the features of both and help you to decide that. With a large party, you're booking it all on Centrav.com yourself. So you're going to see the prices and flight options and be able to book that immediately. Keep in mind you've got to make payment same day to do that. Those bookings will be accessible to you in My Bookings. Pricing is typically better if you do it this way. Because you're getting the lowest price possible, you can book as many as you can at that, and the fare may go up for the second booking, but you'll generally end up with a pretty good price. You can do multiple forms of payment this way, not the case with the group requests. This is definitely the way to do it if your group is leaving within 45 days. Generally, we can't turn around a group request that close in. So with a group request, you've got some advantages here as well. You can just request that from our group department, and a group agent is going to guide you all along the way. Space is secured without names, and that's nice if you've got a couple people that are waffling on that. You can secure 50 seats or so and let a couple of them drop out, end up ticketing 48. You're just going to place a deposit instead of paying in full. Another nice feature of a group request. You don't need to make full payment first day. You put in a deposit and then follow a schedule to pay that. Name changes are also usually allowed for a fee, where that's not generally the case with a large party. Sometimes you can do name changes with a large party, but it's usually easier with a group request. And schedule changes happening a lot these days. These are handled as a group, whereas if you've got 2 or 3 bookings going, they could end up on different flights if schedule changes start happening.
Huh?
All right. Let's take our test.
Hit the button.
So what is the minimum number of passengers traveling together on an itinerary that qualifies as a group? Minimum, was it 10? 10. You can get a quick estimate for your group rate on Centrav, but it will take 2 to 3 days if you request a firm quote from our group department. Say true?
I don't know, because I know you can request the group department, but you can't get a group rate from Centrav unless it's 7 or less. So is this a trick question?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Come on, John. You did it yet?
Answers coming in 10 seconds.
Thank you. do, 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 do. All
The
right.
way I had to take a screenshot to double check.
Yeah. Okay, so what is it? True. All right, thank you. Next. What is the size range allowed for large party? That's 10 to 18. Okay, large party, 10 to 18. Compared to a regular group air rate, pricing for large party booking is the same as a regular group quote, sometimes lower than a regular because the airlines do price averaging on a regular group, always higher than a regular group quote because airlines discount the price for a large group. Sometimes lower than a regular group. All right, thank you. Which one of the following is not a benefit when you book a regular group rather than a large party? It is multiple credit cards may be used to make a payment. So that is not a benefit. Okay, not credit used. All right, schedule changes, name changes offered allowed per fee, don't need to pay full immediately. If you set up a regular group air contract and your group falls below 10, it will not affect your rate at all. True or false? That is false. All right, everybody good on that? Bum, 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 bum. 10 out of 10. Okay, I think we have one more left, guys, and then I think we are done. So again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate John putting all the answers, everybody helping each other. Group terms to know. All right.
There are terms you need to become familiar with in order to book group air. I'm going to give you the top 6 in this lesson. Contract, deposit, utilization, names, cancellations, and final payment. Contract. Like any contract, a group air contract defines and governs the agreement for the airline, Centrav, and the travel agency. Luckily, it's fairly straightforward and not full of legalese like most business agreements. We'll block seats for your group, we'll email you a simple contract, and the contract will include the itinerary details and the terms of the agreement. Deposit. This amount is listed in the contract and is generally due about 10 days from the date of confirmation. Penalties will apply if the group cancels or if seats are reduced. Utilization date. If the group cancels after deposit, but prior to this date, your deposit is refunded less the cancel fee. Utilization percentage. Example is 90%. In most group air contracts, you have to ticket at least 90% of the seats that you
I
held
agree,
on the
Natalie.
utilization date. And you can't let your group drop below 10 seats. So it's kind of risky to book 10, 12, 13, 14 people as a group unless you're sure they're going to go. If you drop below 10 seats, it gets really sticky because it all has to be repriced at the current fare for individuals, and that could be significantly higher than the group rate you quoted your clients originally. Names, simple term. The contract will give you a due date for your list of passenger names. Great thing about booking a group is that you don't have to give names right away, but names are generally due about 50 days prior to departure. Once ticketed, name changes may be allowed for a fee. That's a plus because when you're booking individuals, usually you can't do a name change at all. Cancellation. You can find the cancel fee in the contract. If the entire group is canceled prior to the utilization date, you'll be refunded the deposit less the cancel fee. If the group is canceled after the utilization date, the whole deposit becomes non-refundable. And final payment. The contract will also tell you a date when final payment is due, and usually that ends up being about 35 days prior to departure.
All right. Test time. All right. Okay, click and drag. All right, the contract is the document that is emailed. Okay, there you go. The deposit is the payment. This payment is due 10 days after confirmation. That's the deposit. Utilization schedule outlining how much your deposit is. Names. These are due 90 days prior. Accurate spellings must be finalized. And then cancellation, full deposit is lost if this happens less than 90 days before departure. Okay, got it? Again, John, you're hired. You need to show up every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 10 a.m., please. All right, yes, here we go. I think we're done. Are we done? You're done. You're done.
We have a final test.
Final.
Oh, final test. Okay. Yay, yay. Hey, baby boy, you hungry? All right, what is the size range allowed for large party? 10 to 18, right? Perfect. I got you. Compared to a regular group air rate, pricing for large party booking is the same as regular, always higher, sometimes lower. Wasn't it sometimes lower? Sometimes lower, correct. On a regular group booking, utilization refers to size of group, how effective you use the features, the schedule outlining how much the deposit is lost if seats are dropped. So the schedule outlining, thank you. What are the 4 benefits you get of booking a regular group rather than the large group? Wasn't it all of them except for the multiple credit cards? Was that it? Yeah, thank you. If you set up a regular group air contract and your group falls below, it will not affect the rate at all. That is false, right? It does affect it. Okay, let's go. My baby just came home, my kitty cat. He's hungry. Do you hear him meowing? Usually comes home at about 5:30 in the morning, wakes me up. All right, 5 out of 5. Yes, congratulations, guys. We got 100% all the way through. Again, you guys are amazing. Thank you, John, for putting them in the chats for us. I really appreciate it.
Yes,
Again,
thanks,
thank
John.
you all
You're
for
awesome.
hanging out with us, guys.
Okay, I just gotta do the final and then I'm done.
Perfect. Okay, we'll wait on here for you. You visit course summary. So again, download your certificate, guys. You now got a certificate. Post it. Let people know that you can book their flights now and all the exciting stuff. Visit course summary, expand all. Okay, so view, download your certificate, visit course summary here. And again, we're going to be starting Marriott, brand new. So if you haven't completed Marriott, please join me on Friday. We will see you there. And we will be doing that on Friday and Saturday, and then probably next Wednesday and Friday, because it is a long one. All right. So you click here, download your certificate. Again, make sure you guys post these on social media, letting people know, look at me, look what I can do for you. I am a travel agent, okay? So again, that's what we do. You know, we want to share with them what we can do for them, okay? What they say is don't be a secret agent. You want to post, you want to let people know that you can book these amazing trips for them. So again, post that, share with your teams, okay? And really quick, let me just show you on cruising.org if you do have a question regarding the CLIA card, okay? Again, the CLIA card is a card that you can get that you can use. You need it for the Disney and Marriott perks, okay? Ow, I hurt my elbow. So again, you just go here to individual agent. It is $69 to sign up for it. Regularly $119, but I highly recommend, especially if you plan on using your Marriott rates or your Disney perks, that you definitely order it. It is a tax write-off because it is a business expense. I still need to renew mine, but yes, you do need it. Either this card, again, you purchase it, or the IATAN. So as you see, it's got your picture on here. It's got Archer Travels information on here, etc. So yes, I need to renew it. There's also all kinds of training. We're going to do more training on CLIA also. There's my profile, my own number, okay, and then Archer Travels IATAN number, okay? So again, you want to have this to be able to show when you rent cars, when you check into hotels. It's a lot of times you get automatic upgrades because of that, okay? So just wanted to share that with you. And again, very easy, and it is a tax write-off, okay? And it looks like this. So again, guys, congratulations. I'm excited for you guys. That was a long training, but it's very, very informative, right? So I hope you guys learned a lot. Again, I will see you. We're doing Marriott. We're doing Holland America this month. We're doing Disney, okay? So again, over here is our schedule. As you see here, Disney, we are completing Disney. And then on our certificate workshop here, we do it Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, okay? If your name didn't show up on the certificate, then what you need to do is probably just go back to where you registered here and just make sure to edit your profile and put your correct name, okay? All right. So again, congratulations, everybody. I hope to see you on our next trainings. Again, Marriott is an amazing one to join with us. So we're going to be doing that on Friday. So I hope to see you there. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And again, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to go get something to eat because I have another meeting in a little bit. But congratulations. And what we say is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And if we don't see you at the beaches of the world, we will see you at the bank. Bye, guys.
Bye, Marnie.
Bye,
Bye,
Marnie. Have a
thank
great
you.
day.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Da, da, da.